All right, a big story that we're looking at as well is certainly one that kicked off yesterday is the Inkatha Freedom Party hosting and holding its policy conference in Empangeni in KwaZulu-Natal. We'll take you live to those visuals there where the national chairperson of the IFP, Blessed Gwala, is addressing the media. He's speaking on the podium in his capacity as Justice and Security Cluster for the Commission, addressing the media.
That part of the country, which is also a joint effort between SAPS and SANDF and the so-called Border Management Authority. So you look at the varying nature of problems and you begin to realize that unless you empower at a local level, then you're not going to make a headway in that regard. So. In the document, it's very clear that the devolution of power is an apex priority for the IFP.
True.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Sister Mas, are you itching for that other issue you raised? Please don't raise it today. Yes, I'm betting under the light.
The commission is able to, on Sunday,
Oh, yes, I Sunday, sorry.
Just to check whether the commission was able to deliberate on the road safety. You know that there's always been an outcry of saying in most rural communities, police stations are far away.
Yeah.
So they find it very difficult mostly to report crime, even to intervene in terms of stop theft and things like that. Do you have a title?
Yes, in fact, it's one of the points that we raised, which also caused a low morale of the police service. Dysfunctional equipment, poor infrastructure in SABC offices have led to the resignation of senior police officers. Additionally, which is the point that you are talking about, that there is a need for redefining the geographical location of SABC offices to improve response time to criminal activities, especially in rural areas. That is one of the points that we actually raised in that committee.
I'm not going to complain about this light, but you've rescued us.
Thank you. My name is Velenkosini from the SABC. One of the mentioned, Mr. Fengo, particularly the Makhanya border, cross-border crimes. There has been a lot of concern around our borders. And that a lot of the crimes, it is cross-border, and it seems to be grouping the syndicates that are operating between South Africa and our neighboring countries. And I know that it's a thin line, because while it touches security, it also touches relations between South Africa and our neighboring countries. Did the Commission deal specifically with how it's planning to handle or tighten border controls?
We did actually touch on that one, although some of the points are dealt in another Justice 2. But the one that we are we are talking about, it was the porosity of the borders and the need for SABC to fill until sufficient SANDF resources are deployed. Deployed has been actually discussed. It's a matter that we dealt with because we are where we are is because of the way in which the government of the day has failed actually to do. You remember that if you recall that about 8 months ago I was at the border of Mozambique and in South Africa, where you find that there are 16 kilometers fence that is not there. So you can move in and out. So people are coming. We don't know how many millions of people that are not counted by, who are not known by the country itself. But when you land in King Shaka Airport and OR Tambo, you'll find that it's strict. You come there, they took you from post to pillar, and then they wanted to see whether you have got passport and everything. But there is that 16-kilometer stretch without a fence. So it means it's better to come through a fence rather than to go to OR Tambo or King Shaka International Airport. So it is important that a government, that the IFP, as we want to take over, then will make sure that we make some, we have to do something that will actually help the people of South Africa so that they will be safe, because they are not safe at all.